Hello, beautiful human of the interwebs. I am so glad you're here, and I want to thank you for taking just a moment to learn a little bit more about my newest offering, the Nature Play Blueprint. This program, this mentorship journey, is a product of offering one-on-one consultations that I felt left me and the participants craving a little bit more. I noticed that we need more than just an hour together. We need more than just a follow-up to a conversation that we have one time. The Nature Play Blueprint offers 4 weeks of intensive partnership between you and I. What happens during those 4 weeks is totally up to you, but some of the conversations that we might have might circulate around staff management, any sort of kind of hiccup that happens in your program. Maybe there's a conflict among staff members, maybe there's a logistical thing you just can't quite get your head around and need an outside perspective. I've been in your shoes. I've been an educator in the outdoor world for just shy of a decade. I've been teaching small children for just shy of 2 decades. And I know what it's like to feel like your head is spinning, trying to figure out all the logistics of running a program, running a classroom, managing children, managing personalities, all of it. And the Nature Play Blueprint is meant to help compartmentalize some of the growing pains, some of the logistical stuff that pops up that nobody really tells us about. I always lean on the example of enrollment and the pressure that it puts on program founders and directors and how it just rubs up against that innate need to people please, to perform, to perfect. And I sure do wish I had a mentor my first year of programming to unpack all of this with, someone to remind me that this, lack or not lack of enrollment is not a direct reflection on who I am as a person and my capabilities and my success or not success. The Nature Play Blueprint is a way to have someone that is your biggest fan and you know that I'm going to cheerlead you like crazy. I do it anyway, but even more so right in your back pocket when you sign up for the Nature Play Blueprint. The reason it's a 4-week intensive is that, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, one call is just not quite enough. I want to elongate that and I want to be there for you in the moment as things come up to the surface. That happens all the time in programming. That happens all the time in teaching. Things come up that we weren't quite expecting. That's just the way that life goes, especially when we're working with young children. So I encourage you to meet yourself at a new edge. Embrace the opportunity of a long-ish term mentorship with me. Dip your toes in for 4 weeks and see how you like it. See how it helps you. See what it brings to the table. The other byproduct of 4 weeks together is that you will inevitably gain momentum on projects, on goals, on all sorts of things that you're working on in your personal practice as an educator and caregiver, and as a program founder / director. This momentum is hugely impactful. It is a ripple effect. You deserve to show up for yourself in those roles. You deserve to be supported. Your families and children and staff also deserve to have that support within your own small network of just one. I've got you. I'm happy to work with your team on these calls as well. I want you to use these 4 weeks as best fits you. If you have any questions on the mentorship on the Nature Play Blueprint 4-week intensive, let me know. And if any of this was not enough, I want you to know that we don't just have one 45-minute call and one wrap-up call. You also have access to me via Telegram, which is a free app that you can send voice messages and text messages to me at any time, and I'll get back to you within 24 to 48 hours so that we can continue to move that needle and gain momentum in our practice in bringing nature and play-based learning to everyone. I hope to see you in this intensive. I can't wait to support you. And as always, send along any questions you might have at natureplayallday@gmail.com.